people are hoping that this will be a big weekend in the Gulf because this is one of the biggest weekends. One weekend they depend on, the 4th of July weekend. But because of the oil disaster, it's keeping people away. Our Reynolds Wolf is in the Gulf for us today. He's in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Reynolds, good morning to you once again. And you've been hearing the story there. They are hoping that this will be a big weekend, but not a whole lot of reason for optimism at the same time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I mean, just the contrast of what happened last year compared to this year in terms of business is just, it's mind-boggling. Last year, you couldn't find a hotel anywhere on the beach. Everything was basically booked up. But now this year, you got places that are still only about 50 to 70% full at this time. Rooms last year that went for $225 on average, now going for about $150 or even less. So it really is a tough time. But I'll tell you, perception is everything. What they're doing is they're working very hard to make things look really good. They've really been working very hard. Of course, the oil has been detected not only here in parts of Alabama, but also parts of Florida, back into Mississippi. Take a look over here, and you'll see some of the cleanup efforts. Not only the cleanup efforts, but you're going to see a couple of these earth movers moving these sand barriers in place to help prevent that oil coming up on shore. And they've been working so hard around the clock, and you have to give you hats off to these guys. They're just wonderful men and women that have been working so hard to keep their community looking great. And it does look beautiful. You can still come out here to the beach. The beaches are indeed open. The only thing that's different, though, of course, the water. We've got not one. If we look over here, you got a couple of flags up. Not one, but 2 red flags. You can come out here, but, of course, you cannot get into the water. The reason is twofold. For one, you've got some of the oil out there. That's one part. Second is the surf is so incredibly rough. We've got some big waves out there. There's the threat of some rip currents. The undertow might be strong, so just for the sake of safety, you got to stay out. But that's not going to keep you from coming out here and enjoying just some of the beautiful white sand beaches. 32 miles of them out here, and the business itself brings in $1.1 billion each year in tourism. TJ, let's send it back to you.
Yeah, Reynolds, we talk about some of the challenges they might have. Is weather going to be a challenge? We're going to talk to Bonnie here in a second, but it looks like the winds are kicking up. You got kind of a cloudy morning there right now.
Absolutely, but I'll tell you, all things being considered, it doesn't make the beach any less beautiful. I mean, the cloud cover is actually quite nice. I mean, you have to remember, too, that just a week or so ago, we were talking about temperatures with a heat index that was up to 115 degrees, what it felt like out here. So it is a nice break. Anyone coming out here is certainly going to enjoy it. Well, I'll tell you, earlier, we had a chance to speak with Grant Brown, who works here with the city of Gulf Shores. And, you know, this was actually going to be a really great season until all this happened. It's just been a bad luck of certainly a bad run of luck.
The residents here and the businesses, 100 days generally in the summertime is when they can make or break their business. And this event started at the most inappropriate or inopportune time of any time. And so you've got businesses here that are hanging on, they're still trying, and we really need people to come down and support.
They're still planning on a great fireworks display that's going to be just a great sight to see.